Shalom, shalom, shalom. And this is very refreshing to see. And this is a faith booster. And I'm going to go into it in a second. But before I do that, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaChodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do teach well and that do rule well and that have taught me this truth. To you I see shalom and shalom unto the hopeful elect, right? And the title of this video that you see here on the screen is called Some Have Entertained Angels Unawares. And it's from the channel GMS Mawatazak Bon God 2. And yes, I will post a link in the description during post-production. And, the man of the Lord gives his testimony on entertaining an angel unaware, right? And this is just very refreshing to see. And it's very beautiful. It's a faith booster. And it shows that, the Lord is there, man. And he's sending the angels to guide, protect, and also to encourage the sincere believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And this is that what you see here on the screen. And the man of the Lord gives his testimony on what went down, and he goes into scriptures. But in my opinion, this is very refreshing. It's beautiful. The scripture says that we're going to prophesy unto the wind, meaning that we're going to go into these scriptures. We're going to go on the highways and byways, lift up our voice as a trumpet, post videos on the internet. And it's not going to get a whole lot of attention as it should, right? But this is just good to see, man, because it shows that we're doing the right thing and we're on the right path, right? It's beautiful, okay? But yes, I suggest you go and check out this video. But I'm going to go into this a little bit. I'm actually going to bring out the same precept that the man of the Lord brought out. Hebrews 13 and 2. Matter of fact, let me just pull that up. Hebrews 13 and 2. Because this is going to happen during the course of your walk. You're going to entertain angels. And you're going to be a spectacle unto them as well. Right? They're going to be watching your every move. Especially if you're involved with the word and worshiping Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So this is Hebrews chapter 13, verse, I'll start at verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. That's right, brotherly love, and brotherly love comes out of the scriptures first and foremost, right? And that's how you should. That's how you learn how to show brotherly love. You got to go into the scriptures, right? Which is really keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and treating a brother the way he should be treated. Right, so anyways, it says verse 2, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for there be some have entertained angels unawares. That's right. And you're entertaining strangers going into the Israelite foreigners especially. And how are you entertaining them? By bringing out the word and speaking the word and breaking down the things that come out of the word, which is the prophecies. You're really entertaining our people by doing that. And what grabs their attention is really the sign, the 12 tribe sign, also the garments that you're wearing, and that energy and the presence of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai being on you and being with you. So that's entertainment, right? Wisdom maketh a man's face to shine, and people see that. So yes, be not forgetful to entertain strangers. Now let me get the word entertain, right? And yes, this truth is about entertainment, but righteous entertainment. Okay, so love strangers, hospitality. So let me get the word entertainment. Go into the Edom Online Dictionary. Entertainment, or entertain. To keep up, maintain, to keep. Hold together, stick together, support, have a guest, that of gratify, amuse, right? Meaning to allow something to consideration, take into mind of opinions, notions. Okay, let's go here. So yes, entertain, man, really to amuse. That's a good way. So we're amusing people. Let's go entertainment, provision for support of a retainer, manner of social behavior, now obsolete. So yes, we're entertainers, man. We are spiritual entertainers on the right hand side. So yes, this truth is about entertainment. Okay, it is. And we are going to entertain people, strangers, and also angels and spirits, man. So keep that in mind. And the way we're entertaining is by coming out of these scriptures. And also, I just want to go into, it says hospitality, right? And this truth, while going into the scriptures, it teaches you how to show hospitality to your neighbors and to Israelites, man, and to those who worship Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I just want to put that out there as well, because that's what the definition also goes into as well, hospitality. Now, let me go back here. For thereby some have entertained angels unawares. That's right, and I just want to give some examples of that, going into Abraham, Lot, also even Samson's parents, right? They did that when you go into Genesis, the 18th chapter, right? I'm going to get that account. And this is a part of our heritage, This is a part of us worshiping Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You're going to have to entertain angels. So don't think that this is a strange thing. This is normal, right? This is normal, and it's supposed to happen. So things like this, and that's why I said it's refreshing. Things like this are supposed to happen. So it's showing you who the real people are, who the real servants of the Lord are, who the real Israelites are. Things like this are going to happen, whether you can see it or not. Now, let's go into Genesis chapter 18, verse 1. And it says, birth of Isaac promised, and Yahweh appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre. And he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day, and he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door, and bowed himself toward the ground, and said, My Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. And you see, that's a part of being showing hospitality as well, right? Entertaining strangers. And you got to treat them with respect, too. Coming into this truth, you're going to learn something called manners and etiquette. And also hospitality. They're one and the same. And this is not about you being a nigger and just cursing out the white man and showing what you know. You're the man, right? No. You got to be hospitable. So it says here, verse 5, And I will fetch a morsel of bread, and comfort ye your hearts. After that ye shall pass on, for therefore I come to your servant. And they said, So do as thou hast said. And Abraham hastened into the tent unto Sarah, and said, Make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, knead it, and make cakes upon the hearth. And Abraham ran unto the herd, and fetched a calf tender and good, and gave it unto a young man, and he hasted to dress it. And he took butter and milk, and the calf which he had dressed, and set it before them. And he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. And they said unto him, Where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, Behold, in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door which was behind. There you go. Okay, so entertaining angels is a part of our heritage. It's a part of us serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and it's somewhat of a rite of a passage to doing that. All right, so keep that in mind. These things are supposed to happen. right? I won't go into Genesis the 19th chapter, right? But Lot himself, he also entertained angels and took them in his home, fed them and things of that nature. And guess what? After that, they told him, the Lord is going to destroy this place, right? And you have to remember, the angel's job is really to give you a message, right? He's giving you a message. And that's why they're called ministering spirits. And really, they're sent forth to the heirs of salvation. And that's what you're seeing, right? That's what you're seeing. These men, right? Starting with GMS Mawatazak Bangad 2, he's a potential heir of salvation. Those brothers that are standing there. And that ministering spirit, which is the angel, was there to show that, right? So you also got to keep that in mind. These angels are showing up for a reason. They're there to protect you, guide you, uplift you, exhort you, and also they're there to let you know that what you might be. They're there to let you know that you might be an heir for salvation. Now let me just go into that since I mentioned that. Let's go into Hebrews chapter 1, verse 14 here. Let's verse 14. It says, "Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation?" That's right, heirs of salvation, because this place is going to be destroyed, and there's only going to be a select few, which is the 1/3. They're going to be delivered out of this destruction, right? And salvation starts ultimately with Yahweh Shai, and that's his name. Yahweh Shai means he is the deliverer, he is the savior. And that plays out also with the angels. And the heirs of salvation, being the elect, they're going to be beamed up into ships when that destruction comes. Thermonuclear destruction, to be exact, right? So if you see things like this, man, that's the Lord letting you know that you're a potential candidate to becoming an heir of salvation. So keep that in mind. I'm going to read this again. Are they not all ministering spirits? That's right. A minister is a servant, right? And the angels, that's what they're doing. They're serving you, and they're also serving the Lord. Sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation. So keep that in mind. This is a refreshing and beautiful sight, man, to see. If you can receive it, it will be beautiful unto you, and it will refresh you. Now, let me get Psalms 91 and 11. Just more precepts about the job of the angel, or the angels that have charge over you. So this is Psalms 91 and 11. It says, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." That's right. That's right. So he's going to give the angels charge over you. And that's to keep you in all thy ways, So basically, to keep you safe, to exhort you, to uplift you, to comfort you, right? And to help you out on your journey, on your spiritual journey, right? So that's just another precept. Let me get Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. Give me 1 second here. Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. And it says here, "For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist." So what I just read here in verse 16 goes into angels as well. Angels and also demons, principalities or powers. So angels and demons, they do exist, especially angels, they exist. and it's a part of the Lord's. They're a part of the Lord's creation. And guess what? They're able to um, they're able to move around in heaven and in earth, and they're doing the Lord's bidding. They're doing a work. So I just brought this out just to prove that angels do exist, and they can look, they can shapeshift, they can take on different appearances. They can put on disguises. They can change their appearance to look a certain way. And the angel made himself look like a Jake, with a beard, and he put on a garment. He also had a mitre on, right? But I just wanted to bring this out just to prove that angels do exist, and you have to be spiritual to understand that and to see it for yourself. All right, now let me get Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. Let's go back to Psalms chapter 34, verse 7, and it says, "The angel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Eloshai encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them." So this shows that these men here, these men of the Lord that you see here on the highways and byways, okay, they fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Eloshai, and that's why the angels there. That's why the angels encamping around them and protecting them and giving them comfort and things of that nature, right? Because they fear the Lord. And what is fear? Fear is the beginning of wisdom, right? So it shows you that these men are wise too, right? Wise for going out on the highways and byways and doing the Lord's work, right? So anyways, with that, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and that do teach well, and that have taught me His truth. To you I say Shalom, and Shalom unto the hopeful elect. Shalom.